You gain respect when you show a woman you're willing to walk away and not take her BS. There's a lot of guys whose women get very testy. All women get testy, guys.
We call them shit tests.
They're shit tests, guys. They're gonna test you. Of course, as a man, you could tolerate a little bit, you know? She's not gonna be perfect. But once she crosses that line, fellas, it is up to you to show her it won't be tolerated. And she wants to see that. A woman wants to know she cannot walk all over you. No matter how much she whines and complains about the situation, no matter how upset she may get for that day or the next day because you told her no, or you told her you're not going to deal with something. You have to show her you stand on that and you're willing to walk away. You're willing to leave if she doesn't cooperate and get it together. I've seen way too many men stay with a woman because he's trying to work it out. He's trying to give her time to realize. No, fellas. As soon as she gets rude and disrespectful and she crosses that line, you nip it in the bud right there. You check it right there. And if she does it again, you leave. And you seriously leave, not a fake leave. You really leave. Stop allowing women to disrespect you and thinking these are just relationships. This is how it goes. No, guys. Your woman should have in her mind not to cross a certain boundary because she knows she'll lose you. She should fear losing you. But if you don't check her, if you don't show her the line of the boundary, then she won't respect you.
They do this science experiment on you very early. So the shit test is for them to pretty much put together and understand who you are and how you are. So they'll have a very, very good idea in most cases of how you're going to respond to multiple situations, because she's pretty much trying to max out how you operate so she can see the latitude she has within how she wants to move and do things and what you will and won't tolerate. She'll determine to herself the type of man you are. So if you become a pushover or somebody who's always weak for her and say yes or whatever, she's going to be like, oh, I can get over on him, and she will not respect you. And there's many of things that you can do that are really, really subtle to lose respect in your woman's eyes. So most importantly, even without a woman, you need to learn and know who you are. You need to learn and know your boundaries, have some self-respect for yourself, and you need to stand on that. And there needs to be principles about yourself with your self-respect that are unmovable and things you stand on, that you will not compromise. And you need to be unwavering on those things. So when a line gets crossed, you need to be like, hey, no, that's not happening. Not because you don't like her or because you have a problem with her, but because you have enough respect for yourself that when somebody crosses that line, that you will walk away because somebody has violated your level of principle. And that's the time that this person, or this woman rather, sees how serious you are or really understands how serious to take you. But how you set it up in the beginning is how this ends up becoming. So in the beginning, if you don't establish that you are a person who are assertive, or you are serious and you have boundaries that you are actually serious about, and if somebody, because they'll test you, she'll throw an insult at you about your sister, and if you let that slide, even if it pissed you off and you don't say anything about it, she's gonna be like, oh, he let me rock on that one. Yeah, I insulted his family. Cool.
She's gonna stack them up.
So next thing you know, she gonna try to go for another one.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna try to give for it. She gonna try to and she gonna work her way up, and she gonna try to say something about your mama because she really don't like your mama.
And you ducking and weaving,
right? But
she throwing blows. You ducking and weaving them.
Why? Because why you ain't throw your haymaker though?
Exactly.
That was a lot. Then you blow up out of nowhere, and you angry and stuff like that and emotional And then she's like, oh, okay, that was the button. I pushed it hard, and she laughing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, you already was mad at when she said something about your sister, but you didn't distinguish and draw the line and say, hey, that is off limits. Shut up, and you shut that down, and we done with that. Or I don't talk to you, or I leave, or I'm not dealing with you. But no, you was too much of a punk. You was being too passive, and all that stuff. And then when you give somebody an inch, they gonna take a yard.
They're gonna take a yard.
And after they take a yard, they gonna take a mile. And it's just gonna keep going. Because you refuse to stop things right where they needed to be. Have some self-respect for yourself.
Check it right there, guys. Ladies will shit test you. They will shit test you. You have to check it because she's gauging what she can get away with. You know what I mean? And as time goes on, the behavior will get worse and worse because she's going to look at you as a pushover. Women respect men who have boundaries. They don't like the boundaries, but there's something in them, in their subconscious, that respects a man who stands on something. You know what I mean? No woman wants a guy she can just push over and just talk crazy to him, and she just knows he's not going to do anything. And you won't leave either. You're setting yourself up to be a straight punk. And she's going to leave you for the next guy with boundaries because you're weak in her eyes. She's going to go chase the next man who's going to put her in her place. You know what I mean? There's nothing more unattractive to a woman than a man that she can walk all over. Women despise men like that. Honestly, I despise men like that. Men despise men like that. You know what I mean? Have some boundaries, fellas. Walk away and do not, when you leave, do not come chasing her down later after a couple of weeks. You're wondering who she's messing with. You have to really be willing to leave and say, oh, well, because it takes that space for her to realize you're serious. She needs that time to say, oh, he's going to call me back in a week. And then that week go by and you didn't call. 2 weeks. I know him. He's going to hit me in 2 weeks. Then 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month goes by. Now she's like, what you know what I mean? And now things have switched. She's going to hit you up. She's going to say, yo, this guy's not playing around. And you know what? I gotta stop doing that or I'm going to lose him. Gain that respect in space, fellas. Be willing to walk away. A woman can only walk all over you if you let her. We out. It's the sit down. It's your boy Quality.
It's your boy VT. Hey,
out.
She's bobbing and weaving. She was bobbing and weaving. She was throwing them over there.